Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a deck stain for pennies on the dollar. When it comes to stains, I always like to use an oil style stain that doesn't have any polymers in it. It'll last longer, looks better, and it actually looks like natural wood. I went and asked the company that I normally used, and I'm not going to bash their name here because I really like their product. I've used it many times. I asked them for samples, and they gave me these samples that they have in stock around our local market. And as you can see, I put them on the board, and the first five of them looked almost the same. And then I decided that I needed to find something else that I could get more of a rich and vibrant look out of. The one thing I didn't want was something that had any kind of acrylic, clear, or polyurethane in, because that eventually cracks off the surface due to moisture and expansion of the wood. And I wanted to keep it as an oil stain. I started researching, and then I remembered back when I grew up in West Texas, a lot of the old timers would use motor oil on their trailer boards, and they would coat the trailer boards with used motor oil, and they would last forever. So I started doing a little research and came up with a formula that I thought would work really well. And so what I did was I made a blend and put it on my deck, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But first off, I had one thing I had to solve. The biggest issue on the deck was as I was building it, I ran out of time to get it completely done and get a cover on it. And being that we are under a pecan tree, the squirrels wreaked havoc upon the deck. As you can see in this picture here, there's a lot of pecan staining on it, and I found a product called oxalic acid. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And bought it on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive, about $20 a bag, and used it per its instructions. And I found that 3 tablespoons for my application to a quart of water was very applicable. It worked really well, and I started out with a brush, brushing the direction of the grain, and then used a sponge to just keep it wet for a little while, and it actually did its own magic. You don't have to scrub it very hard. And once I got the deck cleaned off, then it was time to try my stain formula. So I ended up using the formula, right, 3 parts motor oil, 1 part diesel, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of red oxide. I probably could have gotten away with 2 tablespoons of red oxide, but the formula of the 3 tablespoons in the oxalate threw me off a little bit, so I uh, accidentally put too much red oxide in it, but it still turned out fine. I mixed up 2 gallons of the formula to put on the deck. It went down nice and smooth without any hiccups. However, some of the boards did drink up the oil quite a bit, and I had to keep going over those because they were just drying up so fast. Some of the boards actually held the oil on top of the surface. All in all, when I was done, there was about 2 to 3 days of oil shine on some of the boards. And finally, it got down to where 2 boards were just not soaking up the oil. And I went down and just wiped it off with a rag. That's been about 4 weeks now, and the oil's really soaked in. It looks really good, and the grain started to shine through even more, and it became less red and more of a brownish red, just like I wanted. When you take a look at the whole scenario with just having to do it yourself with used motor oil, diesel, and red oxide, at $1.50 a gallon, it's hard to beat this product. It works really well, and it doesn't stink any more than any other stain you would put down. It doesn't dry up, so it's not going to cause any cracking or anything. And if it ever needs rehydration, you can just go over it again. I really like what I've done here, and I'm hoping that it lasts quite a while. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it becomes helpful for you on your next outdoor project where you need to stain a deck, a fence, or anything else that may be exposed to the elements.